Good evening, my friends, and welcome back, finally, to another episode of Natural One. Yay! As always, starting today and 2 years ago, I am your Dungeon Master, Bo Christian Williams, and I am joined by the most magnificent people I have ever met. Hello, magnificent people.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Shucks.
If you're joining us again after our 2-year hiatus, thank you so much for coming back and seeing us. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you're brand new, or if you watched on YouTube or checked out the podcast and you're all caught up, or if you just like the channel, never watched Nat 1, but you listened to our recap of Season 1 and you're here, thank you so much. For those who don't know, we'll go around and introduce everyone here at the table, the cast of Natural One, starting here.
Hi, I'm James Arano. I play Sen, who is a half-elf rogue wizard.
Hi, my name is Kelly, and I play Rhea, who is a half-elf druid of the moon.
Hi, I'm Lauren, and I play Natrix, the tiefling succubus of the group.
Yes, she's an assassin rogue as well.
Olo. I'm Aaron Acosta. I'm playing Mayhem Giro, not spelled any way you think. And I'm a dragonborn paladin. Let's do this.
Wow.
That was right?
It was. Well
Okay,
done.
good.
That was great. 2 years he hasn't done the voice.
2 years later.
Welcome. And thanks everybody for stopping by. So we want to get right into the game because I know we started a little late and I know that everyone is itching to get into it. I know James was always hitting me up being like, so when are we coming back? Let's do this.
James was on Discord like,
Thanks, man. I gotta get my name on.
I was doing it too. I was like, in COVID, let's go. But let's get right into the announcements and move forward. All right. So, first announcements are we are officially sponsored. Hey! Natural One is officially sponsored, and Chaos Agents, our Tuesday show, is officially sponsored by Nord Games. Thank you, Nord Games. They do all sorts of really cool Dungeons and Dragons supplemental materials. For instance, they have the books where you can get all sorts of different NPCs, different enemies. They think through it. They have a whole book on how to build cities, towns, keeps. They even, Thomas and myself got to put a couple of things in that book as well. So Nord Games are very good friends. They do cards as well. The luck deck we've used in the past. They enhance your game. You should check them out. And one of the ways you can check them out is by staying right here on this channel, because at the break, we'll be doing a giveaway. James, tell us about the giveaway.
Yes! Well, Bo Christian Williams, what we're going to give one lucky winner is a deck of inspiration. That's not Nord Games. But you still get one. It's QNC branded right there in the corner. But you will also get this wonderful ultimate guide to alchemy, crafting, and enchanting.
really a fantastic deal, James.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And look how thick it is. That is
At
a
least
solid...
At least 4, I think, Steve.
At least 4 C's there, yes.
That's a solid 240 pages of text with colored illustrations. Solid book, great stuff, and you can win one at the break. Keep updated or keep up with us. Yeah, words. Keep up with us, and when we get to that point, you'll have to type in chaos into the chat. Hashtag chaos. Hashtag chaos into the chat. Yeah.
So keep it right here and earn or win some awesome prizes from Nord Games and from our deck of inspiration. Yes. Very excited about that. So I don't know why this keeps moving. I'm not hitting it. I'm hitting it. Okay. Next announcement that we have is that our tavern upkeep is our running total for the funding of the channel, right? I think it's a running monthly total, how much we need to keep the lights going and keep us moving forward. And this helps us just keep producing shows like this. One of the things that I definitely want to say is that Nat 1 is, and other shows, of course, on this channel, is a huge team effort, right? There's a lot of people that are working on this. Thomas, of course, and Amy, who put in so much work into the channel. We have Ghislaine, who's always here helping us out. We have, of course, these magnificent players. We also have, many people may not know, I actually write with my brother Scott for this show. We've been writing since before the show has even started. So my brother Scott Strong is involved in this. So we have a lot of people that are helping make this happen. So just want to let everyone know that we love that we're back, and we're so glad that we can do it because of everyone at this table and then the others that always help out. Well, there is, I know I'm going off script here. There is a, that's my show. There is a recap of Natural One currently out there. Yes, we actually wrote it. I wrote it, Kelly helped write it, and the Foxy regulars helped write it as well. It is a recap of Season 1 as told from the perspective of Remy the Fox and his Foxy regulars, telling a bedtime story to his young child. We have the voices of all the Foxy regulars in there. They also helped write, so Aaron is on there.
Luckily, they were able to afford us to do it, so we did it. And, you know, we signed those contracts, and I think it came out great.
I like the product. We thought we were returning the next day, and so we've recorded it all in one day. Finished writing, recording, editing in one day. James Aaron O is on that as well, playing Little Remy. Yes.
Hi, Daddy.
It was great. Now, Remy.
Daddy, you want a story back?
Yes. Go check it out. It's a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. It's about 40-something minutes long, so it's a bit of a listen, but you can find it on YouTube, and you can find it at the Natural One podcast, wherever you get your podcasts from. So go check out the recap. It's a lot of fun, and I really have to give a lot of credit to Tiana for this one. In that day, Tiana helped with the writing. She helped with just so much of the stuff in here, and then she took that home and she edited it for like 9+ hours, right? Getting it done so that we could release the next day. So thank you, Tiana, for putting in so much time, energy, and love to make that happen. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to everyone involved in that. And if you are just kind of joining and being like, well, I don't know what's going on. There's a resource for that now. Go check it out. Go check it out. Okay, I think I've went off script enough, yeah? Keep going?
You can keep going.
Thanks, buddy.
The game, Bo, the game!
I know, people are here to see the game.
Get the game!
I have missed this group so much.
You better do what he says. He's crazy.
He'll do it.
Frothing.
So thank you guys for the Tavern Upkeep, for contributing to that. It keeps the place running and helps us make these shows, so thank you. If you want to further help us with that, you can join the QNC Patreon. That's right. You can donate bits here as well on the stream, and you can subscribe on Twitch to us. So that's going to help us with our Tavern Upkeep, so check it out. Now the patrons can help the players or the DM. Now, when we say patrons, we mean patrons who are on Patreon, right? So check us out. They can help the players or the Dungeon Master by donating cards from the Deck of Inspiration. Right here. I think we got this fully kickstarted. I remember things.
We got that DUI.
That's right. That's right. It's beautiful,
yeah.
everyone. Absolutely gorgeous.
Deck of uninspiration. Thanks to you
That's
all.
right. That's right. So check it out. We also, let me see here. Yep, we also have friends of the show that we have to mention, and we get to mention Birds of Paradise. First and foremost, these folks, longtime friends of the show, they have wonderful, wonderful dice. You get big dice, you get small dice, you get dice that are modeled after birds, you get all sorts of different dice. They are wonderful dice sets. Check them out, Birds of Paradise. And if you go there and say, oh yeah, that's such a sweet dice set, I'll buy 5. It doesn't matter how many you buy, but if you go to checkout and put in chaotic in checkout, you get 15% off. And I am quoting that percentage correctly, I'm sure.
Checking teleprompter.
No thumbs up, so check it out. Chaotic, thanks, James. Chaotic at checkout for that. So check it out, Birds of Paradise. Then we have an affiliate link for Hero Forge. So I'm sure we can put that up. Someone, mod, in the chat, put it up there for an affiliate link. It's bit.ly/QNC Hero Forge. QNC Hero Forge, one word. So
Rolls right
check
off the
that. It does. It does. So now I have Hero Forge. James was in our Discord putting some Hero Forge stuff together out there for Sen. So check out the Discord, folks. Go take a look. We have a lot of fun in there. Aaron.
I liked some posts this week, and I make small steps.
That's
We
progress.
start with
You didn't like my post.
I did like it. Well, you texted directly to me, and that's
Oh, yeah, I
that's
did.
when I'm like, all right.
I was like, look at it! It's chop chop!
I was like, all right, fine. I'll join Discord. That's a pretty good reason.
There you go. I need them inside jokes, man.
Yeah.
So check out the Discord, guys. Okay, we have cards from our patrons who sent them on the Patreon to all of you wonderful people.
Nice.
I believe we have 4 cards that were sent to you guys. So who wants to read those off? Oh, Lauren's got them.
Ooh.
I mean,
Oh God, the
yep,
nails.
yep.
Concubus away.
We have Bear's Endurance.
Bear's Endurance.
From Seth.
Shall I read the description as well?
Yes, please, from Seth.
All right, this is gonna be amazing. Drinking this tonic grants the user advantage on Constitution checks for 10 minutes. Or you may use a reaction to drink the potion for advantage on a single Constitution-based saving throw.
I don't know how Seth knew that you would need that, but he did, somehow.
Read the flavor text. We rarely do that.
Oh, okay.
Let's hear it.
okay. Are those berries floating in there?
Okay.
I don't know why it says that, but it says that.
It does say, are those berries floating?
Is it spelled
Berries.
berry like the food, or is it
Like berries and
berries?
cream, yes.
Yeah.
Like the animal?
Yes. No,
Berries
berries.
in there.
Just bits of a guy named Barry is in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
No,
that's how my
it's the
character
food.
died.
It's the food.
What's next?
Critical strike. Change a regular hit into a critical hit. You must succeed on the attack before using this card. And as per your request, divine energy pulses through you and releases as you strike your opponent.
I was about to.
Thank you, Jen W.
Have we made it
Yes.
past the first 30 minutes?
Nope.
Right.
Yes.
So yeah, thank you, Jen W.
Bulrush. Use an attack to move up to 30 feet in a straight line through any number of enemies without provoking opportunity attacks. Each enemy moved through takes 1d4 points of damage. With intense speed and velocity, you push past your opponents.
And that was gifted to us by
Squeal the Bard.
Lord.
Thank you, Squeal.
And finally, extra swing. You gain 1 extra attack on your turn. The rules on the number of spells in a turn still applies. And a shot of adrenaline courses through you, and you feel like there's more you can do right now.
Okay.
All of these have quite interesting implications.
The power of friendship.
Yes.
Oh,
That
that's
power
your
of
interpretation?
friendship.
All right.
Coming from Cheesecake Fries. Thank
Hey,
you so much.
thank you, Cheesecake Fries.
And you can have
Hey,
the
you,
power
Lauren.
too if you join the Patreon.
She's right, you know.
You
I know
too
you
can
do my
have the
job.
power of friendship.
These are some great cards, and I think they get better as we level up as well. So
Nice.
And they last throughout the month.
they do. They do.
Hell yeah.
I don't think they're gonna last past tonight.
Yeah, depending on how this goes.
I vote to use them
Okay,
all.
guys. Okay, guys. So we have bits. This might take a while. I thought we were going to get right into it, but apparently the chat has other ideas.
Make it rain!
Okay.
Oh God!
Oh, it's gonna hail!
Oh God.
I got a splinter.
This is why they switched to paper currency.
We have such a large influx of bits. Thank you, everyone, so much. I can't even. There is one person in particular who is very happy to have us back, and that is the one, the only, the Hefner.
Hefner.
The Hef himself has gifted 5,000 bits to the player.
Ooh, so generous.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yes. Now, as a reminder, no more rerolls, right? You spend one for a d6. That's
Yes.
how inspiration works, right? Right?
I think
Think?
so.
And if you spend 2, you get to draw 2 random cards and pick one.
From the deck of inspiration. All right.
I had forgotten
Those are the
that
rules
mechanic.
that he just made up.
Yep. if you spend 3, rocks fall. and everyone dies except for you.
If you spend 4, it's fortuitous circumstance.
I like that third
No.
one. I like
No.
that third one.
So here we have the gold coins, everyone. These guys are worth 5 each. So this would be 2,500 bits here going over here and
Oh, my hand!
it hurts. And 2,500 bits going over there, courtesy of the Hefner. Thank you, Hef.
You and me have popcorn party.
Popcorn party?
Popcorn party.
Awesome.
course.
Can I come?
He knows. He knows. It's exactly.
But guys,
She was good.
the Hef is not done. No.
What?
Another 5,000 bits to the Dungeon Master.
I just remembered that's me now.
No.
Yes.
It is
No.
Legally
not.
changed my name to
Now,
Master.
here's the thing about this is it's already a hard enough encounter for you guys today. So
If we get to it.
if we
Will probably be distracting, honestly.
We may want to
this,
talk
this
about
is
fish.
classic natural one,
bad.
absolutely. We'll see what happens. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to enter this password again. Anyhow, okay, so that was 5,000 from the Hef for you guys, and 5,000 for a total of 10,000 bits from the Hef. 5,000 to me. So thank you, Hef. Oh my god,
This guy's going
fucking
crazy.
crazy.
You know I like the bits.
The cuccubus
Okay.
always does.
Next, we have 1,000 bits to the players from NGC457.
Thank you.
Set
Hey, thank
to you guys. Here you go. Here's 500 there, and bam! Oh, it's okay. I was afraid you were gonna like stab yourself.
Yeah.
I want you to just stick it out like one of those ring toss games.
Okay. Good luck.
Puts head right behind. It's fine.
This is what you're aiming for.
1,000 bits. Thank you so much, Seth. And he said they're back.
We are.
Very excited to be here. Oh man, it feels good to be in this very uncomfortable seat again.
It's not that comfortable.
It's
I was
not.
so excited to sit in it. It's not comfortable.
Keeps you on your toes, though, so to speak. All right, next up, we have 500 bits from our very own Vaneloswin.
Aw.
Wherever she may be. Oh, she's not there.
She's
At home.
She had other commitments tonight, but sends her love for in 500 bits to you guys. So this will go right back to Natrix.
You should have given it to Sen.
I closed my eyes.
That's okay.
Out of love.
I did the fake a little too early. I did.
We're still warming up. We're still
That's
here.
right. So thank you, Tiana, for that. And then, of course, 500 bits to the DM.
Well, I get upset.
So naughty. So naughty.
We're like, okay.
It's going to be nice. All right. Next up, we have Tamago Tora.
Hey.
500 bits for Ted-spiration.
Hey.
I think that goes to the DM, personally. That's Ted.
It goes
Only,
to
yeah,
Excuse
only for
me.
Ted.
You gotta use it
That
for
goes
Ted.
to the Ted pool.
All right, here you go. That's the Ted.
oh,
Get that.
Ted.
Okay.
Yeah. Ted's a party member for the time being. All right.
I don't like it.
And Tamago Tora, thank you very much for that. But he also gave another 500 bits to Mayhem
Okay.
or Jiro. or Mayhem Jiro, or Mayhem Jiro.
I said that. That was the thing.
Here you go, Mayhem.
Oh.
From Tamago Tora.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. All right, we're not done yet, though, guys. We keep on going. This is just the first page of bits that we have to go through.
Yeah, there's 15 pages.
First page.
Another 500 bits from Omega Mercy 12
Hey.
to the players. Giving that right over here. Whoop, nice catch. Thank you so much, Omega Mercy 12. And of course, to the DM as well, another 500 bits from Omega Mercy 12.
All right.
Oh, shit. That one says, get that door, Ruckus.
When I want to.
I'm busy right now.
These ones are blank.
Yeah, they are. We have many, many,
yeah.
many. All right. Oh my God, we have another 500 bits from Tamago Tora for those involved in the Chop Chop incident.
Chop, 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 chop.
Does it count if I'm a victim of it?
You were involved.
Intimately.
But the two perpetrators were definitely Sen and Natrix. I wonder if that's going to come up today. Straight back to Natrix. There it is. Nice. Nice.
Redemption.
Sounds like episode what? 13? It's like 40 episodes ago, isn't it? It's 40 episodes,
forgotten
2.5
about it,
years.
right?
Did you throw away that thick Onra ass? I swear to
Oh
God.
my God.
I buried
What do you want to do with it?
No, it's just a collector's item.
We're going to move on. So thank you, Tamago Tora, for Chop Chop bits. Making us
mounted on
relive that.
My idea was you mount it on a wall just so we don't get confused
With the
about
tail?
what the intent of the joke was with the tail. Anyway.
Okay.
Next we have, well, you know, she's awkward turtling over here. Next we have 500 bits from Tamago Tora yet again for Mr. Poundcake, wherever they may be. I know where Mr. Poundcake is, right over there.
He's gonna find him eventually. You just gotta keep looking.
Alrighty, it's true. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the Gale one-shot, scouring the seas for Mr. Poundcake, leaving wake of dead bodies behind him. Where is Mr. Poundcake? All right. Next up, thank you, Tamago Tora. Next up, we have 1,000 bits to the players from Duke Fleeg.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Your
Your
Grace.
Grace, for the party being back.
Hey.
Wonderful. Coming over here. And a second.
I was about to bow.
Oh.
And now I may bow.
There. Now it means more because you got them. It was like, yeah.
Dude, like that was just, I just ultra instinct.
Well done. I'm just naturally this good. Thank you, Duke Lee. Thank you, Your Grace. Now we have another 500 bits from Tamago Tora. He just did it in increments so that we had to keep saying his name, I'm sure. It's all about brand recognition.
Yes.
It's working.
It is. It is.
Welcome to Nat 1.
Well done.
Welcome to Nat 1.
Respect.
That's right. You know, actually, every time anybody goes, oh, it's a Nat 1, advertising for it. It's the truth. It's the truth.
They do have to pay us a little.
Keep trademark it.
So this was 500 bits from Tamago Tora for Maya and the Healing Ghosts. It's just the one healing ghost, actually. So,
Nice.
we're going to give that to the players. There it is.
I'm still afraid of
Since Natrix was last stooping her. And now we have 500 bits from Specs223 for the players. Coming old James' way. Nice catch. Thank you, Specs223. Specs223 also, however, wanted the DM to get 500 bits. I like it. I like it. Keeping it balanced. Keeping it balanced. Thank you, Specs223.
Yes. Oh man.
All right, and now we have another 500 bits. Can you guess who it's from?
Is it
Tamago
Tamago Tora?
Tora!
I win.
Excellent. Excellent.
For Bo, for the announcement. So that's belonging to me. Well, thank you, Tamago Tora, for all of that. Thank you, everyone. Oh, wait. We're not done, guys. We're not done. This is just how it's gonna go. We're not even gonna have time for conversation. Just right to combat. No.
Quick, kill the homeless people. The evil homeless people.
Here is 2,500 bits sitting right here.
What?
That's a lot of bits.
Plus another Oh, no, those are coming out of my pile, so we're not going to do that. Plus another 1,000 bits from Tamago Tora. 3,000 more bits from Tamago Tora.
Oh my gosh.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, sir. But this is for the first roll of a natural 1 or a 19.
Interesting.
Sorry to set it.
So, where can we put this? We're going to put it up for grabs somewhere. Where's a good place to kind of put it?
On my nose, and I promise I won't
Nope.
get it before someone
Nope.
calls
How
it.
about right
He's a
there?
good
I was
boy.
thinking right here.
Yep, right there.
All right.
Excellent.
Right
Your eye
here.
on the prize.
All right. There it is.
It's
There it is. So, for the first natural 1 or 19, someone please remember I will forget.
Listen here.
Okay. You may have heard his name before. You may have heard it many times in the past. But I doubt you've heard it in the last 2 years. I don't know, you may have. I doubt this table personally has heard it in the last 2 years. It is the one, the only, Ingavar Chaos himself. Welcome, sir. So glad to have you here. 1,000 bits to the players. So we'll give it here and to James as well. 1,000 bits to all of you. God damn. Thank you,
thank
Ingavar
you.
Chaos. And of course, 1,000 bits to me.
Oh my gosh, I'm me.
You are. You
Yeah.
are. I'm gonna figure out a comeback for that in a second.
It was
It's not gonna be good. So thank you, Ingavar Chaos, so much for 2,000 bits, 1,000 to you, and 1,000 to myself. All right. Next up, we have J. Matthews, 85. 1,000 bits to me, the Dungeon Master.
Oh.
Kill them before we get attached.
Ah!
It's a bit late for that, Offie.
You guys don't care about mayhem, right? I can just.
I agree. We
I have a
should kill-
backup character.
I already
We
got
should
2
kill
backup
all
characters.
the
I've had
bad-
2 years to think about this.
My guy's from Jersey.
Oh, cool.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
All right, Mayhem needs to stay alive.
I don't want to eat it.
Thank you so much, Jay Matthews. It's a difficult thing that I've set up for them. We'll see. I thought the Oni was going to be difficult, but that didn't turn out as I wanted.
my bad.
I'm going to give you giant constrictor snake. Anyhow, that's my bad, is what it is. Okay. And next we have from Squeal the Bard. We have 500 bits for Lauren. Hey! Thank you, Squeal.
I got it.
Hell yeah.
You did. I saw it.
Well done. We also have 500 bits. Excuse me. We also have 500 bits from Squeal the Bard for Kelly, saying they're both back. Yeah, because they've got to see the 3 of us on other stuff, but less of these 2.
I mean,
So,
Yeah.
y'all have seen me all the fucking time. It's okay. I understand.
it's true. It's true. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. And James, you actually have a show that you're rehearsing for right now, right?
yes,
You want to talk about it real quick since we're talking about it?
Sure, yeah. Sorry, I got a play, show, theater in the city called Prep Play or Blue Parachute. It is a queer fantasia that involves time travel, and I dance and do all the things. So check it out at nctcsf.org.
nctcsf.org. Well done. Well done.
Nice.
Check it out. We're definitely going to get tickets. When is it showing? Do you know yet?
April 1st to May 8th, I'd recommend looking at it very soon. It's a smaller theater, so a lot of the tickets are
Sold?
going.
Oh.
We got to get our tickets.
Yeah.
I want to
maybe.
see James do all the things. I
Yeah.
was promised all the things.
Apparently, there's also a demonic striptease, Pink Flamingo,
We're in.
and what else is there? What else is there?
Oh my
Gummy bears.
Matrix is
will
in it.
you be wearing the Ring of
I'll
the
be
Courses
there.
on for your striptease?
Come and find out.
Hey!
It's a demonic striptease. Obviously, Natrix is in the play.
Oh,
All of a sudden, horns just pop up.
so thank you. All right, so they are both back. Thank you, Squeal the Bard, for the bits. And then we have another 500 from Squeal the Bard for the first person that says 19 in the I did it. So
Yeah, dang it.
hey, he did. I didn't even see it coming. So that's great. Do you guys want to see my stack of bits?
No.
This is great.
I don't want to see your bits. Whoa, dude.
Stop flexing.
I'm just saying, the encounter that I have for you could have really interesting repercussions. Anyhow, ooh, that's good.
Okay, so at the break.
All these bits are just how much you love us. Shower us with your bit.
Yeah.
Shower it.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Shower us
Especially
with your
these
bit.
golden ones. Golden shower us with your bits.
Oh god.
Make it hail.
Alrighty, so that was to me, and I have done that, and that's right, I am controlling
Strippers
this
and
now.
helmets.
And finally, we have 500 bits from Andrea of the Birds.
What?
Yes, that is the proprietor of Birds of Paradise. 500 for the player's return. So, okay, swing the miss.
You made bird noises. That's great.
Branding.
I do have to
Okay,
pay her.
okay,
Yeah.
all right, so that is a total of 26,000 bits that were gifted to us today. So I'm sure that tavern upkeep just went.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
right,
hard,
guys.
really
the sound
hard.
effects are back.
I,
There you go. There it is. Salute. Salute to everyone.
Wrong arm.
That one was genuine though. That was like, what? No. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you all.
thank you.
Alrighty. God, that was a slog. Okay, guys. And now we have a little introduction video for Natural One. So, let's get right back into the world of Rasmorae and Natural One.
I missed you so much.
I don't know if we're running the thing. Are we running the thing?
We're playing the 45 minutes, right?
Is the video going? No?
I don't see it.
Hey, everybody. Natural One.
And welcome back to Natural One. All right, so we already did the whole Nord Games as a sponsored thing. My bad. So you know, I'm rusty. You know, I haven't been on this side of the table in a while.
You're not a fox.
Yeah? No? I'm not a fox? I'm Remy the fox.
You're Remy the fox.
That's right.
And not Rusty. Where is Rusty? Rusty's way.
Oh, is there a Rusty the fox over
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
there? I see.
Swords and Sages, season 1. It's done.
Oh.
Made room for this.
Thank you. Taking over the time slot. Thank you.
Taking over prime time, I understand.
So we are going to have a giveaway for Nord Games on every Nat 1 and every Chaos Agent stream. So keep tuning in, guys, to try and win them books. They are many. All right. You can also tune in to our newsletter that comes out to find out what each week's giveaway is. It could be a deck like that. It could be a book. It could be a PDF for our international friends. Right? Save on shipping. Get them a PDF of one of the amazing books from Nord Games. So keep checking us out here Monday nights, Nat 1, and Tuesdays for Chaos Agents for a chance to win those awesome books.
Hell yeah.
Okay. It's time, Max.
Get into it.
You're blue balling us,
This
guy.
big. That's how big the story was. It was this big. This big, this
Oh.
big, this. Oh, jeez. French. This big. This
How
big.
girthy was the
know why it's
nose?
It was about this big, this big. It was a solid D4, this big.
That went through Ted. That's like not a subtle wound at all.
No.
Oh God.
Bonjour.
It doesn't like the
Bonjour.
password for some reason, Thomas. I need
French,
that game.
French. Oui. Le past.
Hold on.
Reconnecting.
Please stand by for technical difficulties.
So,
Commence riffing.
if you guys, I expect everyone who's watching now has watched the recap. So we will try and skip a lot of that. The recap goes up to the Oni. That's where it kind of stops, is the aftermath of the Oni. So this recap is going to be recapping the final episode. And that's pretty much it. So, for the full recap, we can do a very basic, right? The party minus Rhea started off in the port city of Ostrin, right? Which is the main port city to the Lithanian Empire on the continent of Ilunor. That is the eastern continent of Rasmorae. You boarded the Angel's Valor. You guys had one hell of an adventure and ended up shipwrecked for an event that we will cover. That's right, big tentacle things coming out of the sky and from the water.
Similar.
Nice. And you guys were shipwrecked. You found pirates on the island that you washed up on. Moreover, they found you. Made a lot of noise, clubbed you in the night, and took you back. You helped those pirates free their captain from a mind-controlling aboleth. You went down there and you killed the aboleth, and they said as recompense they will take you back wherever you want to go. But first we have to stop at our island of Akupara, the pirate island, where many, many, many things happened there. People nearly died. Mayhem, the sweet paladin of Rao, who believes in peace and reason, lost his virginity. This is important. Lost his virginity.
Character development.
It is.
Deep character development.
Lost his virginity and had some very strong feelings towards that dragonborn, the slave Onra, who was working in the brothel on that island.
Yeah.
And then through the party's actions, unfortunately, that slave was killed in front of your eyes, beheaded on the second swing. So it was rough.
I'm feeling rage. I believe that was the quote.
You helped your pirate captain Gale organize a coup. You met a pirate there named David, who then you later found out was a member of the Karambit, which Natrix belongs to. And he kind of helped you throughout that island. And once you guys got off the island, you were returned to Ostrin, where you came from. Not where you were trying to go. So, in Ostrin, you guys learned that you had to go to Lithania City because the council wanted to have a word with you. You guys started on the road to Lithania City. You met a driver for the coach. You hired a driver for the coach named Reginald. This is Reginald the Elder, and not to be confused with Reginald the Younger. Maybe talk about him later. But Reginald the Older drove you guys through Lithania City, or up to Lithania City all the way. Now, on the way, unfortunately, Sen had been a little secretive. Oh, God, just a little. Sen had been very secretive, not even telling David, their guide, her true past and any potential issues that could arise from it. Sen happened to be on the run from some frostworms, which are members of the Mage Nation of Uzlium. They are kind of their police force, if you will, special police that go out to help regulate magic. They catch rogue wizards, mages, and they also help recruit sorcerers and other people that they find doing magic. They bring them back to Uzlium. Sen was on the run from Uzlium and didn't tell anyone. So that caught up with her. Sen, they had to do this wonderful thing where Sen went to David after she had been found and the Frostworms were after her. David faked Sen's death by killing somebody else, planting their body, smashing the face, imprinting Sen's brand on the back of that person so that they thought that Sen was dead, so the party could keep moving to Lithania City. Well, unfortunately, it did not quite work out. They were able to see through the ruse, and they found the party in battle at the time with some bandits. The Frostworms came in during that time. A wall of fire came up, separating Sen from the rest of the group, and only Reginald, the driver, who you had found out was a wizard,
Bitch! Frostworm!
was a frostworm in some way, shape, or form. That I don't think that conversation has been had.
Conversation has not been had, but I have seen their book.
You did see Reginald's book.
Yes.
That showed a lot of different interesting spells in there, and the symbol in the back of the frostworms.
I think that conversation actually did happen.
I think that actually Sen found it the night that she was taken.
Mm.
So I think that there was a different conversation that had happened about Reginald being a
Yep,
free mage,
I'm catching
but
up.
not about Reginald being a frostworm. So, so, do I gotta slap you like Will Smith? Keep your name out your mouth.
I wonder how long it would take to talk about that.
That's amazing.
Arnie.
Yes.
Lead into it.
Right.
Everybody, hey, it's Chris.
Moving on.
I was talking about Reginald.
Oh, okay. Good.
I would
Oh,
never
I was
call you
fine.
a lion hole.
Oh, well, you're lost.
So, the wall of fire sprung up in front of Sen. Ilvasar Veneros, the very frostworm who was after, red glowing eyes, Eldritch Knight, was after
Oh, that's
Sen.
nose.
So, came after Sen. Sen, not wanting to get captured, attempted to run through the wall of flame. How'd that work out, James?
You know, when you got a -1 to your constitution, things don't go as well as you thought when you run into a wall of fire. Just so you know.
It's true. It's true. Sen crumpled in the wall of fire, was picked up by Ilvasar, badly burned, and they absconded with Sen. The party did not know what to do, started going after Sen. Rhea finally communed with spirits of nature and tried to find Sen. Asked them to let her know if they could find her friend Sen. Rhea also met an old tree, Toshunka, as well, so learned a bit more there. And learned that she left her druid family a little early before she learned everything that she could have or maybe should have learned. But whether she's going to admit that or not is up to her. She's 18. So
I can do whatever I want, Dad!
Yeah. Call NASA. She knows everything.
on the way up, you guys helped out the village of Litha, clear out some gorgons that were plaguing it. You guys also found Huria, the city to the south of Lithania City, where you learned Sen was being held captive there. Sen then, you guys then made your way to Huria and found a bunch of missing persons posters plastered all over the place. Turns out, when you went to go find Sen in the bowels of the embassy, the Uzlium embassy, you found that Sen had been taken by the Oni that was plaguing Huria. One cleric had been helping Sen, healing Sen's wounds. That cleric was attacked by the Oni and was the sole survivor to see it. The Oni took Sen to its lair in the cliffs and caves next to the Emerald Bay. You guys found a secret tunnel, pursued it.
Secret tunnel.
You guys found Sen in there, finally, in the maze, you found Sen. Sen had had her tongue cut out. And you healed her a lot. You also, you you also armed her, gave her a knife. The very knife that Sen, who turned out to be the Oni, turned around and stabbed someone with. Who was it? Was it Rhea? It was Rhea.
I'm not bitter at all.
So Rhea got stabbed by the Oni Sen. Saw the face change into the Oni, and the Oni stabbed a couple of times and then fucked off. Invisible, fucked off. You guys healed up a bit and ran after the Oni. Found Sen, finally, the real Sen in the Oni's lair back there, along with a lot of bodies. A lot of bodies, mostly children that had been eaten, half-eaten, different phases of that. A lot of really bad smelling rotted corpses around. That is what the Oni was doing. That was all the people, including the mayor or alderman of the town Huria. His son was found amongst that. You guys killed the Oni, you saved Sen, and the Frostworms caught up with you guys and told you they were going to take Sen back to Uzlium to face trial. The alderman said, not so fast, assholes. You will not take Sen. I am remanding Sen into the custody of the Lithanian Empire, and the only way to overturn that is to bring it up with the highest court in the land, which is the Imperial Council themselves. So, they escorted you guys to Lithania City. Finally, you made it there. When you got there, you saw the landing, right? The landing, which are the slums of the Lithanian Empire, or of Lithania City. They are outside the Great Walls of the city, which is built up onto a hill. There are a lot of makeshift shanties. The guards don't really go out there. There's a lot of crime, people, ripping each other off, and they all wanted to get into the city. And as you passed, they all begged you to help them get a house in the city. So, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot that you could do there. One thing, I don't know if you've said this, but one thing that we did mention last time is that Natrix grew up in the landing. And I don't know if you revealed that. It's been 2 years. I don't think you did.
I don't think so as
But
well.
that is where Natrix grew up. That is also where David grew up. Good old David Colby. It's been a while. It's going to be fun. So David grew up in the landing as well. You guys made it in. Sen made them take the long way around instead of the Grand Ascensor so that the Frostworms could walk. Sen, in true Sen fashion, was quite flippant with the Frostworms and kept making fun of their legs in particular, their twiggy little legs.
I mean, they float everywhere, so they teleport everywhere. Why not just walk?
You were giving them a leg day. It was great.
Even with my -1 to Constitution, I was able to make it up that hill, no problem.
She was in the carriage.
They don't know that. It's a little hard to do it when you're in shackles, okay?
That's true. You guys made it up there. They brought you in, and they were expecting you. The alderman had written a letter. They knew you were coming. They expected you for the council meeting that you had been summoned for, but this trial was going to have to take place first before the council meeting. And so, you guys were given rooms in the palace. One thing you did notice while you were coming up here is each different level of the city, each district of the city has these great walls in front of it that go very high up and block the view of the residents of that city from the ones beneath them, especially the landing. So it kind of isolates them, so they don't have to look at the rest of the garbage.
Those are poor.
those are called the blinders. And you guys made it up there, were brought in. You guys were given a room in the palace, which was one great big guest wing, basically. You all had your separate rooms. People were uncomfortable. How's Rhea feeling?
Oh, she hates it.
Yeah?
Yeah, Rhea grew up with the Druids, spent most of her time nomadic and in the woods, and she's never been to a place that's this big and ostentatious and cold and lifeless in her opinion. So she's feeling a little unnatural.
I think there was also some others that didn't feel so comfortable in there as well. I think Natrix as well was not feeling the vibe.
No, definitely not. Yeah. People that are of another standing than me.
We're better than you, and
Yeah.
we know it.
We all had a meeting and we decided.
We've got money.
Yeah. And then you were told by the Major Domo that the trial would be starting soon, and that Sen would have to choose somebody to help defend her, an attorney. Sen chose to represent herself and asked David to be her co-counsel. So, we started that. Oh yeah, and there was a guy named Ted. He's not very important. Ted has been with you guys every step of the way. He was on the ship. He has been with you guys since day one. He has become firm friends with a number of you, particularly with Mayhem, who won his axe back and said, I will go with you wherever you go.
Best friends.
They hugged deeply. And then I had to kick a guy for it.
That's true. So Mayhem, the Dragonborn, they got his axe back, which he loved. Ted is with you guys. You guys prepped for the trial. You guys were brought in. Ylvisar Veneros was the single prosecutor who was going to lay out the case. Laid out a very damning case for Sen, a case of emigrating without authorization from Uzlium. Let's see. Grievous injury to a frostworm. Murder. That was one.
Magic item usage without a permit?
Stolen magical property.
Faking your death?
No, they didn't know that at the time.
Oh, okay.
Property destruction.
Well, I guess they did. But there was property. There were like 6 things.
Identity theft.
That's true. There was identity theft. There was impersonating a member of a ruling class. Yes.
Unlawful emigration?
Yes, I said that. Yeah, from Uzlium.
I'm just trying to...
I'm prepared. So, Sen had to face these very, very difficult charges. Ylvisar came out there, laid out his case. We got to hear from witnesses from Sen's past. Master Dauphine came up and was asked a certain amount of questions pertaining to Sen's character and Sen's studies. The argument being that Sen did not finish her studies, therefore was not an Uzlium mage, therefore should not be outside of Uzlium. Also, Professor Alan Ricksham made an appearance. James gave me, all right, so there's Professor Ricksham, and I was like, excellent. Yeah, I didn't do the Alan Rickman voice though because I can't, so I was just like, I'm just gonna stay.
You're like mid-yawn is when you, if you want to go Snape, you're mid-yawn all the time. That's what you do.
I'll try.
Harry. Potter.
That sounds like his best scene.
Very open
The spoilers.
Love Alan Rickman. Lovely homage. I really, really did. Okay, so we have that. Ricksham came up, said some stuff about how Sen is not a very good wizard. She can't do a whole lot of evocation. Ricksham was the evocation professor. Said, yeah, she can't do a whole lot of that. She's very bad at it. Also, she needs a lot more time in Uzlium because she needs it. So, that was brought in. We got to hear from Lila Thorell as well. We did. That's right, the captain of the Angel's Valor. So you did get to hear from her as well. Ylvasar attempted next to bring out one of Sen's memories, the one that was in the brand. One thing you guys learned is that when the Mage Nation brands their mages, they imprint a memory that mage has into their brand to identify it as theirs. This is a closely guarded secret of the Mage Nation. Memory Masters are the only ones who can do this, and they are pretty much exclusively from Uzlium. They keep it on a very tight leash. So the implication was that, well, clearly this happened from some kind of free mage that Sen went to have their memories pulled and implanted into this brand. So, accusing Sen of being a free mage. Also, in that memory, we saw Sen's escape from Uzlium. Sen impersonated someone named what?
Bryn!
Someone named Bryn, who Sen had been impersonating the entire time. Anytime anyone who was a stranger asked Sen her name, she answered with Bryn. Except when she didn't and answered with another character, and then that got confusing.
Sam.
So we see her impersonate Bryn. We see the Frostworm try and stop her, saying, "Oh, no, I know the Landrasavi family, and you are not of the Landrasavi family." And went to grab Sen. Sen gets out, goes up to one of the portal hubs, finds one that's open, runs through the portal, and just as she makes it to the other side, a hand goes through the portal, and the portal closes. Now, when that portal closed, the hand was severed right here at the forearm. This was Ylvasar Veneros, the very Frostworm that was chasing and did catch and was now prosecuting Sen. On Ylvasar's hand was a leather kind of cap here that was kind of fastened on and strapped on, so you did not see the deformity. However, in a flourish, he did reveal the hand that was taken by Sen. It was growing back, actually. That thing had the symbol of Obad Hai, the god of life. And the implication is that it was regrowing his limb slowly over time. You got a couple of good fingers, a couple of bony fingers, and a bunch of like not fingers and things that still needed to heal. There were bones, it was muscles. You imagine that this causes him a lot of pain. So, Sen, we all saw that. And then he brings in the body of the girl that was murdered for Sen to fake her death. It was a pretty rough case. Sen's memory was found inside this girl. Sen's, brand was found on her back, found in Karama, where Sen was found, discovered. There was a lot of damning evidence. The prosecution rested their case. Sen and the rest of the party went back to the green room, so to speak, and spoke about what they're going to do here to help refute this. There were a number of things that were done, right? You brought Delphine back, I think, and talked to her. Cleared up some of that stuff. You talked about your past and what you were doing at Uzlium when you left. What was Sen doing at Uzlium when she left? You were under the tutelage of somebody.
Yes. I was learning blade singing from Lausian Orlanthry.
Lausian Orlanthry. The last known blade master, or blade singing master in Uzlium. Making Sen a very important person to Uzlium. So, Sen was accused of stealing the daggers. They did not belong to her. Sen was actually given papers that no one knew about back in Ostrin. If you guys remember that debrief that you went through. Sen was given papers for that. So, boom. These are mine. I didn't steal them. Number one. Number two, I definitely didn't murder that girl.
I don't know who that is.
I don't even know her name.
I don't even
It
know
was
her.
Victoria Timothy. And she unfortunately, yep.
That was the last name.
I prepared a little bit. So you were able to fend off a number of the charges against you, but one of the chief charges was that you are not ready to be outside of Uzlium. So Sen decided to give a little demonstration to everyone. Doing her final exam because she had been out about and grown as a wizard with the party. You guys watched as Sen demonstrated all schools of magic, showing that she could, in fact, do it. In fact, there was one thing that they had not seen, and that was a special spell that utilized her blade singing. She showed them that as well. This is a kind of very interesting spell where you guys watched as Sen activating the blade song with her daggers. You saw the dagger elongate into kind of a short sword. So no longer a dagger, and start dripping with water kind of flowing down the blade. And as it activated, Sen kind of started into this dance and then moved through very quickly, almost teleporting. It looked like Sen was over here to this person, and then all of a sudden over to this person, and then to another, and then finally ends it next to Ildasar. That whole time, you saw water kind of flowing this way. And if you could slow down time, you would have seen Sen flowing through this dance with the water that helps propel her to the next point. And then dances, spins, and propels through the water, flowing with it to the next point and the next point.
I missed those.
That was so
Thanks. I'm so excited. And then
So bad.
finally, Sen had one test left. Sen had to prove that she was fully indoctrinated as an Uzlium mage. She wasn't. Sen opted for the deception checks.
My
We
girl.
rolled 3, took our totals, and Sen passed. Sen was taken into, another chamber and brought back out, and the people I think who did it were the first ambassador of Uzlium, who sits on the Lithanian Council, the I think Dauphine, and then I think Riksham. Professor Riksham were the 3 administering this. Sen passes. They say, yes, Sen is fully indoctrinated, and we hereby grant Sen the rank of full Uzlium mage and all the benefits that come with it. So,
That's not gonna get abused.
after that, you guys had won. Sen had some words with Ildasar, who, was a dick, right? Not evil. Was there doing his job. Had kind of a personal vendetta, yeah, because, he lost something, and he is a frostworm, so his job is to hunt down rogue mages. So that's what he said.
Haha, look at the rogue.
I was like, that's what she is.
That was a rogue mage.
A rogue mage.
Guffaw.
So we left last time with you guys going out to party and to celebrate with everyone. Whew, that was a lot. Now, we are going to fast forward that night. We are going to say you guys had a great time, you partied, certain conversations didn't happen yet. There was a point in the trial that Sen called a character witness. And that character witness was Mayhem Jiro.
Oh. Oh dear.
And Mayhem Jiro got up there and bared his soul, let them know that Sen is, you know, an ally, a good person. But then Mayhem kind of told a lie.
Yeah.
That lawful good paladin kind of told a lie. Do you remember what that was?
It was that. Take it away, Bo.
I know you wrote it down.
I know, it's in a different notebook somewhere.
You wrote it on your phone, right?
Yeah, well, that's deep in there.
Ah.
Also, old phone, actually. This is not the same phone.
It's okay. Don't worry. We'll get to that next time. So, Mayhem ends up lying for Sen. And may have some feelings about that. So, you guys went out, you had a good time. Those conversations didn't happen and have yet to happen. So, now is the next morning. You have been brought back from your rooms. The major domo has gone and gotten you in. Let's just get right into it, shall we? Excuse me. Hello. Kind of opens the door to the main room.
Did you have to knock so loud?
I do apologize, but we do need to get ready very soon. The council meeting is upon us. It's a good day. You're meeting the council and much happier than yesterday. So, please, up and Adam, would you like breakfast?
I would love some water, please.
Yes, of course. I can do that.
Is this what alcohol does to you? Fuck, why do people drink it?
Especially at your weight class. There's no way you should have drank nearly as much as you did.
Can we have a full breakfast and actually you need more alcohol?
No,
No,
why do you
no.
drink these?
Trust me, it'll fix it. It'll fix it.
Fuck, fine. Water, alcohol, breakfast, whatever, please.
Everything. Another, please.
More juice, please.
Juice, yes. Okay. Yes. Do you want a lime in it?
You know me.
Okay.
I don't know how they know me.
So, he laughed. Right back with breakfast. I want bacon and eggs.
Yeah,
You
don't
hear
forget
from
Ted,
back
he's right
room.
there.
And he's like, of course, I can never forget Ted. Yeah, Ted. I would never forget Tim. And leaves.
Hey, why are you all laughing so much? Hey.
David, who was staying there with you, comes out. He's like, all right then, that was a night, eh?
You fucking drank more than me. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's all about volume, innit? It's about consistency, eh? First timer, that's how it is. It's gonna be all right. You'll get better. No worries there. I have faith.
She's a lightweight.
I am 93 pounds. I just looked.
Exactly. Exactly what I'm saying. Lightweight.
5'3".
She also doesn't drink. This is the first time drinking for Sen. Exposition for everyone.
Deserved.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, it was a worthy celebration, wasn't it?
At least what I remember of it.
The half of that ale I had, delightful.
And you just hear from one of the rooms, no, we drank way too much. As she starts to come out, and you see Maya walk out towards you guys.
I told you, if you challenge me to a drinking contest, I will win. Even though I lost, I still win.
Like Eldo.
It looked like both of you lost to me.
I think I lost a good 3 pounds after vomiting. I might be 90 even.
You are right. You won. That is fair and square. You won fair and square. You did. I give to you our bet, and hands you the bracers of defense.
I do not remember making this bet, but I will take it.
We didn't take it. Just shut up. And then shortly, breakfast kind of arrives, and you have many servants that come in, and each one has its own little tray, and there's kind of a center table in the main room for you guys. Comes in and takes the tray and just puts it out there. All of these servants, it's very busy, and the major domo is directing things here and there. You get everything set up, and and if you need anything, please don't hesitate to let me know.
Does anyone else need anything?
I'm good.
Looking at all of the food, just dumbstruck, not answering.
Like, is it an excessive amount?
It is, and it's beautiful.
How many servants came in?
I would say for all of you, plus that, probably about 10.
Do any of you want to join us? This is a lot of food.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. We can't.
No, it's fine, really. No, it's a lot of food. It's easily to share.
Major Domo comes in. Don't worry, they've been already. They've eaten, and they're here to work now. So kind of you, though. If there's anything else, yes.
Should I insight if
Insight,
we actually
yeah.
have-
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I want to.
First roll.
Ooh, this is gonna be good.
Hold on. Maybe I should roll real dice because I just blacked out. My screen blacked out since I hit roll the dice.
21 for
I
me.
gave you days.
Okay.
And 13.
13 and a 21
25.
and a 25.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Oh, I got nothing to give you now.
Sorry. gonna have
Let's
to
see. Let's see. You look like they're very pleased. Take that, your camera. They look very pleased that you invited them, but they have eaten already. Is what you get from that. Same with you and with him. What did you get?
25.
25. You look like, I don't know if they've eaten.
I don't fully trust it, but I will trust it.
Of course. So with that, come on everyone. Let's leave them to the meal. They have a big meeting today. Out.
And as they're leaving, is any of Emperor Hakam II's like policies going through? Are there any bestial races there, or is it just standard?
Yeah, I would say you've got a bugbear there, and I would definitely say you've got a goblin there for sure.
Okay.
All right. So they exit out, and then you just hear David say, "Yeah, me mum used to work here. Actually, she was servant here. That's how she met me dad. Actually, it's a long time ago, but yeah, they treat them all right. They just don't acknowledge they exist most of the time, right?
Oh, that's sad.
Right?
Kind of breaks my heart a little.
It's the way of things, isn't it?
Incredibly unnatural.
It's a very deep conversation for 9 in the morning.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Let's get our coffee and our food first, yeah?
And then we can share dark, deep personal secrets afterwards. As I'm shoving just like a full sausage in the mouth, not even bothering to cut it up.
How's Mayhem eating?
Oh, still knife and fork.
All fancy.
You watch Sen. That's your knife.
With hands, not even fork and knife, just.
Yep.
Oh, where are your manners, Sin?
And then just like out of the side of my long mouth, it just I can hear that my teeth tink against the fork.
Nice. Ching, ching.
I don't think I need to have manners at this time or place. When we get into that room, it will be Uzliam Sen, new mage. But for now, it is Sen who is, what is the word, hung over and needs another piece of potato in her mouth.
You need a napkin. Oh, okay.
Sen, you hear another knock. Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt your breakfast. These have come for, Sen? A package has come for you.
What package?
It's just here, please.
Oh, thank you.
Get this little package. It's about this big. Cloth, and you open it up. You open it up and you look inside, and you have a number of personal effects that were from Huria that you had. Unfortunately, when Sen was burned, now she still has some scarring on her. When she was burned, a lot of her clothes were burned with her. There are a couple of effects that were left. The glasses survived, and your gloves, the fingerless gloves, survived. The goggles, I'm not glasses, the goggles, excuse me.
And you actually see Sen just like see the effects that are left, and just does a brief swallow, ties it up, just pockets it for now, and thank you. I appreciate that these made their way back.
But of course, we strive to do our best. These actually came in with the lovely cleric that knew you. I think said that she was tending to you in Huria.
Oh, yes, what was her name again? I did not get the time to thank her.
If my computer worked, I'd let you know. I need the password. No, to the computer. I keep entering it, but it's not working.
I've been trying to subtly text Thomas for it.
Thomas,
Thomas?
not charades out your password to us, and we will.
I gotta
we'll
buy a
narrate
new
that.
laptop. I'm using. I tried it.
And if you were expecting at 8:33 that Thomas would come through the door,
Check your
You
bingo
win.
card. Any winners?
Oh my God, it's there.
would you win?
It's actually
Okay,
the
we'll talk.
center square.
It's the same one he was just putting in.
Yeah.
Bye, Thomas. Thank you, Thomas.
Technology.
No, that's gotta be it.
I'll say once the gentleman backs his way out, I'm just gonna look at Sen. What's in the bag?
Oh, just some of my old stuff. You know mending, right? Was it you or Maya?
I do know mending. Are they in rough shape?
A little bit, yes.
I'm gonna like put a finger in there to peek at the bag.
Yeah, and she will pull out the goggles and fingerless gloves, and the fingerless gloves are like burned and ripped from just general wear and tear. And the goggles have also been burned, but on
Cracked.
the left, oh, both lenses.
Just one, maybe. Yeah.
There's a crack in the left side, one, and she's like, if you wouldn't mind fixing it, it would be greatly appreciated. Just leave, if you could leave that crack.
Leave. Okay. I've never tried to intentionally leave something broken when I've mended it, but I'll give it a try. And she's going to start with the gloves and pick them up and just kind of like, ugh.
They are dirty.
Like a little bit worried that they're gonna like fall apart, you know, like, and just okay. And she'll put them between her hands and sort of hold them for a moment, and there'll just be this sort of soft green glow coming from between her hands, and she'll like open them up, and your gloves will be mended.
Thank you. Puts them both on. It's like.
As for the goggles, wait, you're welcome.
Oh yes. I said thank you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. What is happening?
Send their gloves.
Oh, thank you, Mayhem.
Anytime.
She's then going to reach over to the goggles and just grab like the right eye one, and same thing, and just kind of hold it in her hands and see if she can kind of get that glow and hold just the one side. And she's going to try to like kind of make her way around it and just not touch the left one.
Let's look up the spell.
I have it here if it's easier for you.
Sure.
You channel primal magic to cause. Oh, that's the wrong.
Your teeth to grow larger. Mending, what happened?
This spell repairs a single break or tear in an object that you touch, such as a broken chain link, 2 halves of a broken key, a torn cloak, etc., etc. I think that's
You can
sufficient.
control it.
Yep.
Nice.
So she's just kind of try to work her way around it, and just leave the left lens alone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know about the part that holds the lens. I'm worried if I touch it.
No, it's perfectly fine. And she puts it on and actually puts it over her eyes, and you can just see the left one, just seeing her brown eyes looking through it. It's like,
Why? You know what? Never mind.
Stylish.
yes! Aha! Okay, after this council meeting, we are going to go shopping because I am right now in. What am I?
I would say that they have provided you with some basic clothes. They are not, something you would have picked out. So whatever you imagine Sen would not like to wear.
Because, okay, I do wear bulky clothing because, as you can see, and it's just like, whew. But this is excessive. I look like I am drowning in linen.
Oh my. And she's just gonna kind of like lift one side and try to like pull it back and tighten it. Like, but I suppose it's. No, you're right. It's awful. I'm sorry. I couldn't. I tried.
I mean, it's about the layers, and they just give me a shirt and pants, and this is what we get. But this is a start. It's the beginning of new Sen.
You could cut the layers.
And then, like, now it's just like a giant pillowcase on her. It's like,
And
Not
now
just-
it's also frayed. Here. It's not like hemmed. It doesn't look nice.
I'm just gonna reach over to the frayed end and like, like mending along the edges so at least it's not frayed.
thank you, and we're going to work on this, okay? We will make sure that. Ah, shit, we're going into a council meeting looking like this. Oh, it will be fine.
Maybe tie it up into like a top of some sort.
Oh, and then she'll take like some of the excess fabric and just like kind of tie a knot. Like, I don't know if back in 6th grade y'all friends did
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
where they like kind of like tighten it up.
The 2 girls at the table
Yep.
are like, yeah, no.
Yep.
we got it."
With the hair tie and everything.
Yeah. Get a little bit of the
Yeah.
excess fabric and just like tie a knot, so it gets more of like a, I don't know, like a V shape going down, so it's a little better.
Spontaneously has shorts that say pink on them.
Yes, yeah.
Wow, Mayhem! I didn't know that you were so fashionable.
Oh, I'm not that fashionable. I just thought, well, why not just tighten it up? I mean, we could go to a seamstress, or you could just tie it. It's a good guess. It wasn't an interesting answer.
No, you are very, very literal, and it is, sometimes that is the best way.
Meanwhile, we're all eating. We're all eating. And now breakfast is done. Unless there's anything else that you need to do right now.
I would like to describe my eggs.
No.
Okay.
They're eggy.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
wild shape into a cat and clean myself before we go.
Okay. One wild ship down.
Yep.
Mark it. As she... It's now a little cat.
Mr. Poundcake.
Is it Mr. Poundcake?
Of course
It
it's
is
Mr.
Mr.
Poundcake.
You see in front of you the curly-haired black Mr. Is it black, right?
Yes.
Yes. Black Mr. Poundcake. Once again.
I attempt scritches.
Leans into scritches.
Meanwhile, somewhere you just hear, or you imagine Gale is like, I have sensed a disturbance.
Dead sleep.
Out of a dead, it's like, Mr. Poundcake.
What's the time zone difference? She's just like waking up in the middle of the night.
That's right.
With a day nap.
So you guys finish up breakfast and are brought over and escorted. The major domo doesn't come to get you, actually. You hear a knock at the door.
Come in.
Hello, I am Kavan Mordrell. I am the chief of the Empress Apparent's guards. I have been sent to escort you with my men to the council chamber. And then I will announce you and make a perception check.
All of us?
Yeah.
Yay! 16.
16.
Unnatural.
19.
Hey.
Hey, wait, we get a
the
thing for
first
that.
one!
That's the 10 pool.
Yeah, oh, unnatural.
No,
Yeah,
this
it's
is-
unnatural 19.
Oh, yeah, it's
Unnatural
gotta be
19.
natural 19 or
I thought that was the
natural
10 pool.
No.
That's the 19
That's the
or a
19
nat
or nat
1. Okay.
Where'd the 10 pool?
Okay.
I think you gave it to him.
So that was 16?
Unnatural 19.
Unnatural 19?
16.
16?
13.
13?
Also 16.
Also 16. You, with the unnatural 19, and what'd you have?
16.
16. With the unnatural 19, you notice that one of the guards, kind of behind him, is looking, I don't know, a little sweaty. You see that he is in the back there, not doing too well, kind of leaning on his halberd a bit. I'm Kavan Mordrell, and I will announce you when we get there. So, if you're all ready, let us proceed. The council is expecting you. Very well. Escorts you down, kind of guards with you. You guys, let's get into the music. You guys get down to the room, and the door opens. This great hall that you guys were in last time for the trial. You step into the hall. He holds up his hand and then starts. Your name?
Zen.
Zen. And you are from?
Berkshire.
Lady Zen of Berkshire.
Do I go?
That was the time. Go take your seat.
Oh, okay. Start walking, and as I'm walking, I'm keeping that side eye for that, the sweaty one.
You notice that they're kind of walking in, and as you're noticing with your higher roll, you notice a couple of them are just they may look a bit tired. So Sen, you come in, and there are a number of seats here. The council is all sitting here with Hakem II up in his throne. You come in and you sit. Next, the guard looks at you, and your name?
Raya.
Where are you from?
A little bit of here, a little bit of there. I'm with the Marakute. We're nomadic.
Right.
Logistical question, real quick.
Yeah.
How much time passed between breakfast and the guy coming to get us?
I would say they would have given you about an hour and a half to eat breakfast, get ready.
Awesome.
Short rest?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. And he says, Lady Rhea of the Marakute. And
Lady.
you come in. What do you look like?
I believe I'm still a blonde lady that's kind of nondescript.
Okay.
That was what I last said, if I'm remembering correctly.
Okay. And your name?
Madalena of Lithania proper.
Madalena of Lithania. You come in and you take your seat. And looks up at the very large dragonborn.
It's kind of like a somewhat happy look on his face, just looking.
Make a perception check. 2 natrix, sorry.
Oh. That's a 13.
A 13? Okay.
Inspo?
If you'd like to inspire, you can.
Sure, why not? Let's throw it in there. We have a lot. Throw a d6 on that.
D6. Let's see. 3, so 16 total.
16 total. You notice when as you passed by and he said Madalena, there was a little smile, a little smirk in his face there as you walked by.
Okay.
No, I wasted it.
I don't know.
Looks you up and your name?
Oh, me? Yes. I am Mayhem, or Zero, or Mayhem Zero, or Mayhem. You look exhausted from me already.
It's been a rough one for us. Your name?
I have been very stressed. You have no idea how rough it has been for us. I mean,
Mayhem Jiro of Drakenhold.
Correct. Oh, correct.
I just assumed you were Dragonborn.
Of course, yes. I was going to say the temple I come from, but that is perfectly fine.
As I'm whispering this to that. Yeah.
Move.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're saying this is your
Yeah.
walk over. They announce Ted. They announce David. He announces Maya. You guys all come in, sit down in front of the council. Okay. The council, as you remember, as the head is Emperor Hakem II of Lithania City. He is old, in his 80s. He was around when his... no, he was just born when his father took and unified Lithania into one empire. So he has grown up in the Lithanian Empire, and he rules, as you guys know, he is a follower of Rao. He rules with peace and reason in mind. To his right, you see Lady Agessa, his daughter, mid-40s. She is not wearing armor this time. But you do notice that her armor is kind of on a stand behind her. And next to it is a halberd and a shield that are both on the stand there with the armor. You notice all the scars on her face again. These scars were won in battle. She is the kind of chief general of the military here in Lithania City. To his left, you see his son that you guys saw last time. Let me get to it. All right. Oh, that's the wrong document. I did this last time too. It's hard to find. I'm gonna have to reorganize. Not allowed. All right. So you see his son, Uncas. This guy he's 5'6", mid-30s. He's got light skin, not super pale, dusty but well-coiffed hair. It's a good look for him. And as you're looking there, Hakem brings him in again and says, the party, welcome once again to my chamber, the great hall of the Palace of Lithania City. It is an honor to have you here. This is my daughter Agessa, the Empress apparent, and my son, Uncas, who is here.
Hello.
You then have him introduce the other Garants that are on the council. Let's just go down the list. You have met us before, but we will introduce ourselves again, as it has been a little while, a day or so.
Honestly, I've slept and it feels like it's been like 2 weeks and 2 years.
Well, I know I have that feeling at times as well. That's very true. And this here is the Garant of Ashan Igral, which is the nation of the elves. Alistair Colby, Senior. You look over at him. Striking green eyes, high cheekbones, just like David as well. David's got more of a kind of a square jaw. than his father. His father's got more sharp features, long elven ears as well, dark straight hair that comes down and looks very kind of above and down at you. Then we have Garant of Sercanto, Ostatish Pretini. This is kind of an older gentleman, 6'2", barrel-chested, and burly. He's got bushy gray beard and kind of silver hair. Skin is weathered and rough. And he goes, even though he's big and burly, he goes, "It is a pleasure, once again." And then here is the Garant of Ere. Quinn. And you see a man here, very stocky, blonde hair, blue eyes. He looks to be in the dress of Ere, which is more furs and leathers, less like Uzlium, which is very, flowing, magical colors type of clothing, and Lithania, which has kind of a different style of kind of draping the clothes around and utilizing different colors. These, for Quinn of Ere, are stark leather. It's very your black leathers and brown leathers is what you get from him. And here, of course, is Garant of Arkadash, Vai Haibatse Stelik. It's a mouthful. But we are very grateful to have her on the council.
Sorry, which nation?
This is Arkadash. For those of you who don't know, the nation of Lithania is an empire built off of 4 states. Lithania proper, Ere to the northwest, Sercanto to the south of Ere, and if you have Lithania, Ere, Sercanto, Arkadash is below Lithania here. You guys, they have the Emerald Bay in the midst of all of that, so this great big bay there. So you have Sercanto, which comes down here, and Arkadash, which comes down here, and meets here at the Brothers' Vigil. If you guys recall the Brothers' Vigil, there are 2 towers on each side of this entrance into the Emerald Bay. You learn that they used to be guard towers when they were fighting each other for this close land type of thing, and now that the Empire's been unified, they protect the entire Empire against anybody trying to enter the Emerald Bay. Okay, you guys also know that Ostrin is in Arkadash. That's where you guys started out, Ostrin. Okay.
And what is Lady Hyboxestale?
By Hybatse, it's Hybat-se. So it's Vi is the first name. Hybatse, and then Stalik. That's Stehlik.
What's she look like?
She is mid-30s as well, 5'10". She has very dark skin. She is, not a thin girl. She definitely eats lunch, that's for sure. She's thick.
How many C's?
Yeah, 2 C's for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Her hair, which is very dark, is kind of shorter and brought back and braided down here. And not only is it braided, but it's brought kind of up in that braid. So it's a very strange hairstyle that kind of comes back in the braid and goes up. Okay. And then he says, and of course, we have the first ambassador of Uzlium, who is here as an honorary member of this council, in a sign of friendship between our two nations. And this is First Ambassador Adhel Rayvaris. He's 6 feet tall, he's slender, elegantly dressed elf with, quite the elven sharp features. Platinum hair.
Beautiful individual.
Yeah, very, very light eyes as well. Very light blue eyes, like blue ice. Okay. We have brought you here today. We have summoned you to this council for a number of reasons. We have here, all of us, a report that was given to us by Agent 3, the illustrious Agent 3. And David kind of looks over.
Ha, 3. Branding. It's important.
And when he does that, he's looking at his dad. Right over to Alistair Colby.
Small smirk.
We have read of your exploits in this report, and the general feeling among this council is that you are an impressive bunch of people. An unlikely bunch of people, perhaps, but impressive nonetheless. This council would like to ask you and clarify some of the things in this report, and we would ask that you be so kind as to give us the truth so we can make informed decisions on how we as a council and a nation must proceed. You'll notice that this is a closed session of court. This meeting is not for the average members of our High Court. This meeting is classified. Make a perception check. Natrix.
Why? I've been doing bad on perception rolls tonight. Total of 12.
12. Anybody want to inspire?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll inspire that.
You got a lot of bits, that's for sure. I mean, use them.
Oh my god.
Why?
That's not a good. That's not a
A
good.
1? Cool.
Maybe.
So that gives you a 13.
Yeah, maybe.
Is it a card?
As go ahead and
I'm just gonna.
as you take your seat over here originally, as you take your seat over here originally, you see some seats over here that have a couple of people on them.
Okay.
Both of them you recognize. One is Spymaster Grimbold, and the other is Lila Thorell.
Okay.
Was it my passive 18 would I have seen?
You see them? Yep.
Passive
absolutely.
17?
Yep. Yep. You see them? So you guys both saw them.
Passive 14?
Yeah.
Wait.
So you all see them, kind of sitting over here waiting.
How's sweaty guy doing? Or sweaty peoples?
So you see the guards are standing kind of here. There's like one at the door here. And as you look around, go and make another.
Flat 10.
Flat 10. The guy that you were looking for, you can see him kind of over here with his halberd, and he's still kind of leaning on it. He's got his back just slightly up against the pillar, hoping that people don't notice that he's He's having a hard time. Some very serious things happened in this report. And the council needs answers. We would ask that you would provide them. First, I will give the floor to my son. Onkis kind of steps up and comes over and says, I have read your report, and there are many fantastic things in here. Exciting things in this report. Things that one just could not necessarily believe. Now, my father raised me on peace and reason, and reason stands that something is amiss. My question, first and foremost, comes around the Angel's Valor. Now, most of you were on it, correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah. I read that. The event that I'm questioning is this crazy thing in the sky that you saw. I was hoping one of you could just tell me about that.
The tentacles in the sky?
Yeah, the tentacles in the sky.
Or are you talking about the marlin? Because when I caught it in with the pole, it really went up into the air. And the nose was about like this big.
Marlin? He checks the report. There's nothing in here about a marlin.
David, you didn't report anything about the marlin.
Look, I'm sorry. I mean, it's what's important. I wasn't even there. Come on.
Oh shit, you weren't. Sorry, it's... That's...
Yes.
Tentacles in the sky, yes.
Yes. Although that should be in the report. It was quite an impressive
Yes.
catch.
I mean, do you see how small my stature is? And we were able to catch something that large thanks to, where'd Ted go? Hey, Ted!
Yeah, it was really, really big, and it skewered me, and they saved my life. I mean, when I say skewered, I mean I was dying. Like, it came up, and I wouldn't even have caught it if it wasn't for them. Wait.
Tentacles in the sky.
As they, Agessa kind of slams down and says, "Now is not the time for this. Please answer the questions fully and honestly. We have little time." Sundial. Yes, thank you, sister. So, you saw something break through our reality, is that right?
It seemed like some sort of... It was breaching through something. I don't know if it was a reality, but I can't disprove that either. It blotted out the entire sky, though, I believe.
And it kind of made it sound like a...
It did do that. Very bassy.
And you said that you saw things in your head?
Oh.
Yeah. You guys do remember?
There was, oh gosh, there was one. It was a large tower. Like it went way, way up into the sky and like there were dragons pinned on it.
At this point, the first ambassador stands up and says, "If I may." And Onkus lets him proceed. He's standing in very illustrious garb, kind of these shoulder pads that kind of come up with these gold frill, kind of like feather type things that come out like this. Looks very grand. Has gold and white on him. I am the first ambassador of Uzlium. What you are describing, Sen, it cannot be. It is something not of this world. It is something abhorrent. This is... We don't even know its name. Why it would appear to you is a mystery to even the great minds of Uzlium. Why did it come to you? This great shadow.
I mean, we may have just been in the wrong place at the wrong time. I could have sworn I remember 2 more beings. They were smaller, more human-sized, but they were doing impossible things. Running across the water at lightning speeds. One of them, I believe, tore down the wave? A tidal wave.
Well, yeah, it's a tiny, because there's also tentacles coming up from around the ship, and there's this tiny person running on the water, and then they turned into a giant squid. Not as big as these tentacles, but it was like, can you turn into a squid? Can you turn into a squid?
Let us, please.
It may help the demonstration.
Looks at Sen and nods.
I mean, it was like this big, so I can't.
I surmise that this great, I dare not speak it, but I shall. The infiltrating shadow was not there for you, but instead for what was on the ship. You hear a bunch of going back and forth with everybody, talking about it, and goes towards Lila Thurbow, who says, perhaps the captain of the Angel's Valor can shed some light. Points to Lila, steps up and comes up and sits down on the seat with them and says, I am here for your questions. Looks down at you guys. Smiles.
Hello.
I do not know what was being carried on that ship. In fact, I feel I am deserved some answers here. My ship was chosen for this mission. I lost my first mate. Alistair Colby II. I lost my entire crew almost. For what? I demand answers. I should hope that this council has it within them to provide those answers. Why? Hakem is kind of sitting there, and Agessa says, this council owes you nothing, Captain Thorell. You are a captain of a ship doing your duty. And the first ambassador then says, no, this is material. What was on that ship belongs to us. You were to provide it. So, where is it? Hakem, you don't have to raise your hands, and you may.
What is it?
Goes very quiet. It. First ambassador goes. It is an artifact of the old world. A very powerful artifact. It was payment to Uzlium. And may I remind this council that Uzlium is without it. Thus, this nation, this empire is delinquent in their payment to Uzlium. Where is it?
Probably at the bottom of the ocean. I'm turning German, sorry.
Probably
at the bottom of the ocean.
They're close. So, you expect us to believe that the infiltrating shadow revealed himself to you, and that our prize, what we are rightfully owed by this council, is at the bottom of the ocean.
Well, as you said in your own words, it appeared for presumably that thing, and we happen to be there.
Hakem, until this item is recovered and finds its way back into Uzlium's hands, you will receive none of the agreed upon militaristic aid. Know that.
Well, hold on now. I don't think that's entirely fair. It shouldn't be as so cut and dry. There should be some sort of understanding here. Why was the ship not, guarded even heavier with such a great item on it? What?
Or more importantly, how exactly do you expect anyone to go and retrieve an unknown artifact from the bottom of the ocean? You won't even tell anybody what it is. It's an artifact. That could be anything. How exactly are we to retrieve it?
Don't say we, because they will make us do it.
How exactly are magic users supposed to retrieve it, Uzlium? I would argue that if anyone were best equipped to retrieve such an item, it would be mages such as yourself.
It's not ours to retrieve. It is Lithania's. They are delinquent. We ensured that there was someone on that ship that would ensure its delivery to Uzlium.
Are they still alive?
Yes, they did a bang-up job.
They are.
Oh my god.
As Maya stands up.
Oh my.
Yes, I was on the ship. I was to ensure its delivery to Ismail, and from there I was going to take it in a Berkshirian flying machine up, all the way to Uzlium. This was my mission. And I failed. He says, we, Uzlium, put one of our very best there. A Talon of Uzlium. You guys have heard of Talons and Whispers. Talons are frightening beings of Uzlium. They infiltrate, they assassinate. They are pretty much, if you can imagine a magic version of the Karambit, that's what they do. They are sent to take out regimes. They are sent to ensure that the job gets done.
So they're even more like I don't know, they're even more
Higher
of a
than
threat.
frostworm?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the
Yes.
Karambit with Nos.
Yeah. So,
No.
he says, we sent one of our best. You assure me that it is at the bottom of the ocean and not in some hole that you have put it in for safekeeping.
Well, we did barely survive the destruction of of the Angel's Valor, so it's a good guess.
Agessa gets up and says, that is a good point. You survived that. And then what happened? You found yourselves with pirates? In fact, one of the most infamous pirates, Captain Gale. Did you know Akupara used to belong to Lithania?
Yes.
And here you are, in bed with the very people who took it from us. Now, what can we imply from that? Are you pirates? Are you agents of Akupara now?
If I recall, the pirates took over the island. But you lost it. We just simply made it a little easier to get back. One less pirate lord. Sorry if we took care of business for you.
Hear some murmurs from the rest of the council with that. Goes, Indeed. Clearly, you're more formidable than you look. If you took out Bronze Deadeye, Scourge of the Sanguine Ocean. Mayhem visibly.
Yeah, like it's uncomfortable, just kind of fidgets.
God, I hate that guy.
It says in this report, though, that you had to team up with Captain Hathaway.
Loosely.
It was an agreement for survival. A lesser of two evils, honestly.
Hakam says, ah, a logical choice, envoy.
Thank you.
As he looks over at Agessa.
I thought I was getting a note and we were just making deep eye contact and just bounce between you two.
You destabilized the island a bit, didn't you? You, well, destabilized the leadership of the island.
A bit.
Well, I think that Lithania is in your debt for this. Having saved countless people in the future that will no longer have to fear Grand Deadeye, including our very own ships. Now, there is the matter of your arrival in Ostrin and what transpired after. Sen, you were taken. You were burned. You were on the run from Ruslium. And trust me, a frostworm is nothing to take lightly. Why?
Why did I run?
I want to know why you ran and what you are running to.
I'm gonna look at Adhale.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? Adhale? Renaris?
Yes.
Just throwing my glances over at him. What's the general read after this inquiry from
He's
Hawkeye?
still above it, but intently watching you.
I felt, and I will look at Hale, respectfully, I could do much more for Uzelium outside of its walls. I am not of Uzelium, and I am not of a academic background prior to going there, and it was not a place that I could flourish. I needed practical experience.
A worthy note to be taken as he looks over at Hal. Perhaps practical experience would work for more of their dissatisfied members.
Again, respectfully, but yes, that is essentially why I had to leave, or chose to leave, and the stringent expectations made my actions seem illegal.
Very well. And these illegal actions are no longer of any importance, as Sen is now a full Uzelian mage. Thank you, Sen. Your Highness, I would like to now call up Spymaster Grimble. As the Spymaster comes up. Make perception check.
Let's see how Sweaty Sam is doing. Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. That will give you. Yeah, Sweaty Sam's not doing so well. You kind of get the impression like maybe he came to work sick.
Mm-hmm.
He's not doing too well.
He's got COVID.
After 2 years.
It's like, come on, Sam.
Wear a mask.
Spymaster Grimbold, and you see him with his patch on his eye and the scar that's coming through it. He.
Was that also what I was looking for in the perception?
Yes.
Okay.
It's exactly what it was.
Is he deteriorating more?
You can see he's starting to kind of.
Is it like a bench or a pew or a?
Yeah, this is like a pew right here.
I'm just gonna like start to saddle over, inconspicuously, getting the Sweaty Sam closer and closer.
Okay. Okay. Make a stealth check.
Yeah, just hearing squeak, squeak.
Natural 20.
Natural 20
For a 25.
For a full 25.
Damn, this is a stealthy bitch.
You get to do it, but it's not like it's like one ass cheek, the other ass cheek. One ass cheek, the other ass cheek.
Picture, if you will, tiptoeing, but with your butt.
That's right.
Yes.
Butt towing. Nope, I regretted it immediately.
Do not Google that.
Do not.
It's gonna get weird real fast.
I'm gonna do it on this tablet so it's not on my stuff.
There you go. There you go. Incognito tabs are great.
Yes.
All right. So you start inching that way. Spymaster comes up and sits down. Spymaster, can you tell us when Agent 3 was sent to Akupara? He looks at Madalena. Gives you a wink. And goes, Agent 3 was in deep cover in Laufia to the north. We had found some kind of factory there. We had sent him in to find out what they were doing. As it turns out, he found Ansagar steel from Astrium. Ansagar steel is like the mithril of this world. It is mined and it is smelted by the dwarves of Ansagar, which is in the north of Astrium, the other continent. So, we also found there Berkshirian technology being operated by Duragar. Duragar are dark dwarves. You guys have heard about them. They reside in the Underdark. Like dwarves of the Underdark, evil, worship Lolth, the great spider goddess. There was a statue there of High Archmage Awen. As you guys all know, High Archmage Awen's name. High Archmage Awen is the leader of Uzlium. Apparently, in order to get to the secret area, they were smelting this Ansagar steel into weapons. One had to take a facsimile of one of the weapons of the heroes of old, one of the god-touched weapons. The very same that now rests at the bottom of the ocean. Somehow, they knew about our secret deal with Uzlium to provide them this weapon. Agent 3 figured all this out, but before we could get his report, the Angel's Valor carrying that weapon sank. And so he was directed to Akupara to gather these heroes. Well, that is troubling indeed. Berkshirian technology with Ansagar steel in the hands of one of your enemies to the north. Yes, Hakam steps in and says, yes. Yes. We know this. This party has proven themselves surviving a shipwreck, a encounter with the infiltrating shadow, Akupara, and then here. They saved the village of Lytha from the Gorgon, turning them to stone. We've just had a report. You will be happy to know that plenty of potion was taken down there, and the citizens of Lytha, with the help of the Mage Nation, Uzlium, are being restored. Now you guys remember that the citizens of Lytha, except for you, Sen, you were not there. The citizens of Lytha were under siege by these Gorgons, and they were turning the village to stone.
And messing with cows.
That's right. They were. So Gorgon and D&D are a bit different. They're giant cow bull things that are made that have this metal kind of covering on their skin. They were mating with the village's cows and creating other gorgons. You guys, when you came through, found it in disarray. You came in, you helped, you met a couple of people. They took you out there. You killed the gorgon, but not before Ted was turned to stone. You guys were able to find components and get a potion mixed together that turned Ted back. So now you are hearing that they went through and the healing of Litha has begun.
Well, thank Rao.
Because these people are stone, they are using mending to mend the stone back together, and then they are pouring the potion on them to bring them back to life. Litha will rise again, thanks to your efforts.
Quick clarification question. The statue of High Archmage Awen was at or in the factory?
It was in the factory. It was, so, this is from the one-shot Extracting Agent 3. And there is, go check it out, guys. There is a puzzle that they had to figure out what to do. There was the statue sitting there and they didn't know what to do, and then they looked in the mirror, and the mirror showed like an upside down thing. And when they turned that right side up, they saw that they needed to get this sword, and when they looked in the mirror, it showed the statue holding the sword. So they found the sword, they put it in there, and secret entrance opens.
So since I'm assuming that was kind of part of the report, how did oh god, his face, Adhale react to that?
Yeah, he knew it. Right. This is all not news to him.
Okay, so there was no reaction like Durgar hideout having statue of Awen there.
Yeah. No, he's stoic. He's stoic. He's heard this before, he knows it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we received a letter from the aldermen in Huria about your exploits there. Again, another unsightly blunder that could have and did cost us dearly. An embarrassment for Uzlium and Lithania alike. We, of course, apologize to Lithania for this unfortunate, wayward enforcer who summoned an Oni to kill free mages in Huria. It should never have happened. We do not condone killing in Uzlium. Always re-education.
Insight on this boy. Can I get those bits for the natural one?
It's the name of the show. You can't have that one.
Sorry, I'm just like, I'm so butt scooting to Sweaty Sam. I'm so fixated on Sweaty Sam.
Yeah. Yeah, still moving over.
Why is he so sweaty?
You're about 6 feet away from me now.
Can I stealthily cast Shape Water just to be like, poke at him?
The sweat kind of.
Just like poke at him a little bit, just trying to like get his attention.
My sweat is sharp.
Kind of the whole council's eyes are on you, so I'll give you a stealth check, but with disadvantage because everyone is watching you guys.
Yeah.
You gotta cast the spell. Is there a vocal, somatic? What do we got?
Let's see. With Shape Water, it is just somatic.
It's just somatic.
That's hands, right?
Yeah.
Okay. May I use sleight of hand?
Yes.
That's hands, right?
Use sleight of hand.
That's 2 beers, right?
That's shaka.
Well, there's a 19 and a 13.
I'm sorry, was that 19?
There it is. And a 13.
Yeah.
Second? Yeah,
Yeah.
there it is.
Yeah.
Ooh, inspired.
Oh, yeah!
Be inspiring.
God damn it, 14!
That was not an inspiring roll.
The power of friendship.
He feels it.
I'm trying to like direct his attention towards me, just like, like, kind of like,
Sweat drops.
And then there's you sitting there.
just like,
So, for those on the podcast, send mouths, are you okay?
sweaty.
You're very sweaty. He just kind of shakes it off. Stands straight again. Looks forward.
Gonna still keep that side eye as the conversation continues.
Okay. You guys then, sorry, where were we? We just talked about,
Oni.
the Oni, yes, and so you, oh yeah, you were inciting, is what you were doing. You were inciting to
Yes!
see, and you got a natural 20.
Natural 1.
Or a natural 1, that's right. Yeah, you don't know. What you do know from being in Oozlium for all that time is that they don't kill. It's a rule. They used to kill, but they don't anymore. And there has recently been a movement within Oozlium, a sect within Oozlium that wants to go back to that, who feels the world is better off if we just kill them all like we do warlocks. So, you would surmise that this person was likely a member of that belief. It was a very unfortunate event for both our nations, but you stopped the Oni. This group looks over at Mayhem. And we have with us the envoy of Rao.
No, thank you. Thank you. Just doing what I feel called to do.
And you earned the honor. For 80 years, the followers of Rao have sought this, and not one has earned it. You are the first. And Mayhem Jiro, envoy of Rao, it would be my honor if you would accompany me to the head temple here in Lithania City.
Oh, and like he's kind of tapping his nails together, just, oh, yeah, thank you. His eyes start to water a little bit.
That it would be my honor to accompany you to that temple.
Excellent.
If I may say, though, I acquired this armor through my training in my temple, where I came from, but I also acquired the armor through the help of my allies here. It was not me alone.
You see, Agessa? These folks survive and have made it through all of this because they rely on each other. I think you have made Rao proud. You all have made Rao proud.
Nope, that did it.
starts to cry a little heavier. Also, not saying this is mayhem. I remember what he lied about. Okay.
Cool. All right.
Well, the two things he lied
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
All right. I'll bring it up. The envoy of Ra, Oozlium mage, a druid of the Marakute, a talent of Oozlium, and I'm Ted the Fighter. I'm their accountant.
He's really good with numbers. Make sure I don't spend too much.
Yeah. Ted the Fighter, an unusual name. And, of course, one of our own. Natrix. He doxed you. Of the Karambit.
They give like an elegant bow.
Returns it. He looks back. You shall be rewarded. This group shall be rewarded. I will offer you a home here in Lithania City for your party. The Council of Lithania will offer you funding for your group. In the amount of 10,000 gold.
Sen makes a squawk like that.
Is that a lot then?
It is so much, do you know?
Well, let me see.
What is your favorite thing in the world?
I'm
Off the top of your
my
head.
god, I'm so uncomfortable saying.
Your favorite thing in the world. What do you like to eat?
Money.
Money. Okay.
Check.
Do you like to eat anything?
I
Do you like
sailing.
You like sailing. You like boats.
I like donating.
He likes donating.
He's
Fuck
donating
you.
to me. That's what's
Exactly.
happening with
I
his
like
funds.
personal space, really.
Do you know how much 10,000 can buy you in personal space?
Before we gift you this, we would ask you another favor. The council-
Both Matrix and Sen have visible like.
Are you serious?
Mayhem and Rhea.
Go on.
There are very troubling things happening in the world.
You're telling us.
For this briefing, I will turn it back over to the Spy Master. As he gets up. It was not only Laufia where we have found Berkshirian technology, also in Ismail. We had heard rumors that Berkshirian technology had surfaced there.
I mean, that's not too crazy. They're literally neighbors.
They are. This is a complete dry dock system. Automated, mechanical, and we wanted to know the nature of this exchange between Berkshire and Ismail. And so we sent an agent, Judas. And he looks at Natrix when he says that. He was to find out why Berkshire's technology has just now started, and what the nature was. Unfortunately, whatever it was got him killed. Judas is no more. At this point, he turns, looks at the council, looks back and says, "We would ask you to find what he found, to learn what he knew, and to complete that mission. This council would send you to Ismail. But before that, we need to know your party's name."
Oh.
Respectfully, Emperor Hakem II, we have been trying to find this out for weeks.
Oh yeah, weeks.
Feels like years.
We do.
Do you have family?
And then.
We don't have.
Do you have family? Do you have family?
Somewhere, I suppose.
We're the orphans.
We are the orphans.
We're not orphans. We're bastards.
I like orphans better.
We really are.
Bastards. There we go,
We're
compromise.
sort of a band of bastards.
Do you have a dad? Because I certainly don't.
Probably, I mean, he's somewhere.
Exactly. Exactly. Do you have a dad? No? Okay, what about you?
Yes.
1,000-yard stare from Mayhem.
I miss my family. But bastard seems a bit rude. But maybe the
Do you have a
hand.
problem with a bastard? Right?
No, I'm trying not to be rude to bastards.
Do you have a problem being called one?
No, of course not. But I'm
I
just.
get called one every day. Thanks to him. Thanks to that man right there. I'm a bastard. And you think it's something that I shouldn't be proud of.
I may have pressed a nerve I did not intend to. I don't want to insult bastards. Maybe bastards is a fine name, actually.
I'm intently watching David's father.
He is visibly seething.
Yes!
Visibly seething.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Just kind of look up. I'm kind of liking bastards. I'm kind of attached to orphans, but
Do like asterisks, orphans on the bottom.
bastard orphans?
Yes.
Bastard orphans or orphan bastards?
Are we going alphabetical?
Bastards of Rao?
Band of orphan
No!
bastards?
Sorry,
We don't
that
all
is only
worship
you.
your god.
Okay, fair.
Wait, if we're a band of orphan bastards, we could shorten that, and it would just be boob.
Oh man.
We are boob!
There we go. You do realize. Sorry. I just want to point out you are trusting this very important mission to 17, 18,
18.
24.
I
25.
entrusted it already to someone experienced and they're dead. I need boob.
Yes!
Damn it. He's right.
Abraham's cool.
Oh, that's excellent.
In my notes should be, I need boob.
I need boob, Emperor Hakem.
Quote.
Quote,
We'll have our own spin-off, the Agents of Boob.
God, that's amazing.
band of orphan bastards.
Can't believe
Love
we're
it.
boob.
We're boob now, are we?
Yep.
Yep, we're boob? Okay.
I
Write it
guess
down.
we are.
Took us 3.5 years, decided in 2 minutes. Let's go.
I love it!
There it is.
Fitting,
well.
fitting.
In the boob.
We are Boo.
We are boob.
Remember, now this is branding. Every time we have to introduce ourselves, we are Boo.
I'm
This is
not really,
awesome. I'm very happy with this.
I'm not really stuck to it.
They're both stuck to me.
And then Hakem.
And James gets the joke.
It's like the domino
I'm
effect.
trying to hold it.
You guys see Alistair Colby Sr. Just like losing it and starting to say, this is outrageous, you know, this used to be a diplomatic and refined court.
Just to get to boob.
And then you just hear the guard.
Is Sweaty Sam's laughing?
He's not. He's doing real bad. He's starting to like. In fact, his halberd ding 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 falls down on the ground, and he's like.
Okay, let's be real.
This guard starts sweating, or it has been sweating as well. This guard has been sweating as well. This guard. There is the main guard here, Kavan, right? And he starts walking forward, up there, and he's laughing.
Oh, shit.
It's a funny name.
He doesn't like group name.
Well, you're going to like it. It's going to be very recognizable.
And then, suddenly, as he's walking forward, you hear Sweaty Sam over here start coughing.
Take 3 steps back.
I don't think something. Starts grabbing at his chest and at his stomach.
I got nothing to help him.
As you see his chest start to. And then you see blood splatter. Hits the ground in front of him. He vomits blood. All on the ground in front of you. All while this guy is walking up, laughing. You hear the same thing happening to this guard, and this guard.
Oh dear, I cannot, excuse me.
And I'm gonna go try and help this one, Sam, that first started spitting up blood.
He grabs you as you get over to him. The council is on their feet like this. Agessa is up looking at her main guard who's coming at her, and her hand is slowly raising here like this. And as you get to him, he's
Stay with me, dear Sam.
And I'm gonna use lay on hands, at least 10 points.
10 points of lay on hands. Light goes into him. And then he keeps vomiting everyone around them, and then out of his chest, a little worm. Oh, you bitch.
Seal.
Hits the ground. This person again is now on his knees, and the worm burrows out of his chest, hits the ground, and starts writhing on the ground. Both of them are dead. This guy follows suit. The guards are dead. Vaughn is walking up. The Council of Lithania. And as he's walking, he takes off his helmet and drops it. And you see his face change from that guard. His hair goes black and is longer all of a sudden. It's greasy. He takes off the armor that he was wearing. The Council of Lithania. Spymaster Grimble. Natrix. Standing in front of you is Judas. Your contact, your handler, who was dead, is standing in front of you. Anything you do does not matter. I have seen greater. I am destined.
Can I make him do a dexterity saving throw?
Give me a sec.
End the monologue!
Or all of a sudden, something fell over and killed Sen. Where was I?
Sorry.
It's okay.
You made it to greatness.
Yes, great.
Yes, I am destined. You see, I have felt the infiltrating shadow's touch. He has shown me. And I, as he takes his finger out, am here to claim my inheritance as a promised scion of the infiltrating shadow. as he points his finger at Hakem II and fires off a fireball. Flies from his finger directly out, from about back here, going directly towards the entire council. And just as it is about to hit, you see over here the first ambassador grabs in his pouch here and flings in front of him a bunch of sparkling, almost like diamond dust in front of this. As soon as this happens and the guy pointed, Agessa raised her hand like this, and the armor sprang off of the rack, and she started running towards him and gets out to about here just before he fires. As that happens, she jumps and the armor goes onto her. The shield is dancing next to her and in front of her. And with the armor comes, not with the armor. She reaches in and her hand disappears. This kind of purple energy reaches in and pulls her halberd out of that space and now has it just as the fireball goes off. The force, the heat that you guys feel from this takes you aback. I don't think you guys have ever felt a fireball before.
Lightning bolts.
Lightning bolts you have felt.
I felt plenty of lightning bolts.
This thing
Wall of fire.
burns. An inferno, concussive blast, and just remains burning there. And as the flames die away, you see the first ambassador holding up his hand, and in front of this entire area is a wall of force. The fireball impacted the wall of force, did not make it through. Agessa turns and says to the first ambassador, "Get them out of there! We have killing to do." Turns back, looks at you guys. Judas smiles. Throws down another spell, and all of a sudden, this worm, all of these worms start growing. Deal with them and die. Steps back, is gone. Leaving these things growing and growing and growing. And as he creates that portal and steps back, something comes through. And that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
Son of a bitch!
Damn it.
That was supposed to be the break.
I figured, yeah. We shouldn't have had breakfast so long. We
That's my fault. That's my fault. But I wanted to give you guys a little time to kind of talk and do stuff as a group.
Shit went down.
I mean,
That's awesome.
you guys are fine watching till like 1 a.m., right? That's fine.
I mean, I don't have anywhere to be.
I'm remote, so I'm good.
All right.
It's gonna really go.
Well done,
We
guys.
didn't do any of it.
You left us blue.
We didn't do, yeah, wait.
The giveaway.
We didn't do the
break.
giveaway. We didn't do the
Any of
break.
that.
We should do the giveaway now,
We're
right?
gonna have to play a little longer. I think,
That's why
after
you
the
said
giveaway.
Ah, I forgot. I was like, we didn't even do the break. We were just in it. I apologize.
Oh, that was awesome though.
Dude, Judas.
Yeah.
If you haven't already, type in #chaos into the
In
chat.
5 minutes?
Wait, he's saying a thing.
Oh,
Just like an After Dark thing for 5 minutes.
Do you want to do an After Dark thing now?
Talk
Yeah.
for 5 minutes.
We'll shoot the
good,
shit.
yeah.
So go ahead, as you were saying.
Yeah, #chaos into the chat. If you haven't already, you'll have the opportunity to win a deck of inspiration created by Thomas and a Nord Games book of alchemy, crafting, and enchanting. We'll be giving Nord Games stuff every week with Natural One and Chaos Agents. So,
Tune in
yeah.
to win.
Throw in those hashtags right now. You made it this far. Let's go.
But yeah, and
We'll be here for another about a couple minutes here while you guys are doing this. So probably about 5 minutes. So get your hashtag chaos in right now, and then in 5 minutes we'll go ahead and roll it. We do have a couple of announcements. Look at this. We have hit 200 followers. 200 followers. Is that like tonight alone? Come on.
What was it?
I hope so. I know, I was like, God, I'm thinking about it. If you didn't watch the recap or didn't watch season 1, this is going to be very confusing.
I don't think it is. I think you recapped a lot from the recap was in this episode alone was great.
Yeah?
And I think we still tackled a lot in the context of this courtroom.
That was the idea.
Touched on things I forgot. Well, not forgot, but I mean like we didn't put into the recap, honestly.
No, it's okay. Forgot. Let's go.
Yeah, so I tried to put some stuff into the recap, right? So we could have this big 40-minute recap that people can go and they can listen to and then touch on the stuff. For episode 1, I wanted to kind of go back and touch on some of those things and talk to you guys about them. Make sure it's fresh in your guys' mind because that was going to try and segue into what's going to happen going forward, right? So you've now learned about what it was, the Berkshirian technology. You learned about Laufia and that whole thing going out there. You learned about what's going on in Ismail. We now have Judas in play. So I'm excited to see where this is going.
It's like his name is a giveaway.
Yeah, this man betrayed us. Ooh.
If you're not already in our Discord, you can jump in there and let us know how we did for our recap. Are you following well? You know, that was the whole point. So
Yeah,
give us some feedback.
yeah.
Come
Please,
join us in the community, guys.
I like it.
It's a good Discord. There's some funny things going on. I pretty much just like things. I'm warming up. I'm warming up.
It's right there. If you see cat anything, it's probably me.
My memes aren't as sick, James. Your name. Actually, wait. Yeah, check out the Why is he?
I feel like, is he gonna get to a full 90 degrees?
Yes.
Oh,
Brian.
God. Oh, God.
That's you doing the Family Guy Stewie. Oh, I'm stuck.
So James, how does it feel to be playing again?
Well, fortunately, I have had the
Oh, that's
opportunity
good.
to play here. Monday
Must be
night.
nice.
Specifically.
Yes.
That's right. You were playing. I thought you were DMing something, weren't you?
I was DMing virtually,
Nice,
and I got to sit in that seat for one shot, and it was a one shot.
Ooh.
Yeah, but otherwise,
Nice,
yeah,
Brad.
no, it's thankfully for me, it hasn't been too bad.
Zip thunk.
But yeah, I mean, I'm curious about you two. It's been 2 and some years. How's it feel?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Life has been crazy.
I definitely didn't navigate away from my character sheet on accident 4 times tonight.
The login
It's
process.
getting rusty.
I was like, where's my wild shape? And it's gone. It's all gone. That's okay.
I'm excited. As well, we'll just put it here. This is gonna be a Natrix heavy arc coming up here. That was the teaser of Judas. So you guys are going to be tasked with going to Ismail and figure out what the hell happened to Judas. What did he find? How did this shit happen?
Yeah, what did that tentacle do to him, and was it sensual?
It could be.
Was it
It could be.
consensual?
Oh.
Was it sensual? Very likely. Was it consensual is the question.
I don't know
Arguable.
how sensual a giant tentacle
But
would be.
You don't watch it.
But do you want it to be consensual? Sometimes.
You don't watch
Do
enough
not
Nat
presume.
Geo. You don't watch enough Nat Geo.
Ooh.
Okay, we have done the giveaways. Everyone was in, and we've done both giveaways. First, the Nord Games book was won by RAP Artist. Hey, congratulations, RAP Artist, RIP Artist.
Rip. Do you want a kiss on it? No, I'm kidding.
And then the merch giveaway was won by Clockwork Alchemist Miu. So congratulations, both of you, RIP Artist or RAP Artist and Clockwork Alchemist Miu.
Cool names.
Yeah. Enjoy these awesome giveaways, the great books, and hopefully we're gonna see you next week. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to give us a follow on Twitch, a sub on YouTube.
Yeah.
What else? A review on the podcast app of your choice, whatever it is. Give us a review there. Helps our numbers, helps our reach. So please do that, especially if you like what we do. Spread the word. Don't forget. Oh yeah.
Twitter and Instagram, we got those for updates, and
There you
we're
go.
we're like we're coming out today.
There it is. Also the mailing thing, right? Yeah.
MailChimp,
I
yes.
keep forgetting
list,
that.
yeah.
As Kelly mentioned, a lot of our stuff is on Discord and
Hop in that Discord.
There it is.
There's a lot going on in there, guys.
We have Chaos Agents Season 2, Tamari. That's right.
Tamari.
Yeah.
Right,
where
Tamari.
you guys can come and Tamari time. You guys can come and see the full pickle in action.
Right.
I'm gonna make it a thing.
When is the full pickle Tamari?
Tamari around 7 o'clock.
Very nice.
Come
very
see the full
nice.
pickle, see?
By night. That's the name by night.
That's right, the name by night, the full pickle. Come see Chaos Agent Season 2. And then don't forget the Redacted Reports continues this Wednesday. So check that out, guys. We'll have a new episode for you. Now, DundraCon is this weekend. No, it was an old weekend. Why are you putting it up there?
That's a nope.
DundraCon happened probably.
So
DundraCon exists.
this is where we're going to call it a night. I could have engaged us in the combat and then made us stay for another 2 hours, but we'll save it for next week. Thank everyone here so much for being here. Thank everyone for viewing, for stopping by, and thank you, of course, for starting your week off right with a critical fail. Thanks, guys.
What's